Good evening there, doing the weather this evening for a change. Let's review the last couple of days. Last Saturday morning we did the thunderstorm outlook. This was the map I produced and I was talking about some instability for the upper North Island. In the end there was some instability and a few thunderstorms for Canterbury. So this is the map which actually happened. That area of low pressure there has moved off to the east, and this front down here, it was sort of a little bit further to the southwest in the Tasman. It's pushed a little bit further northwards. More importantly, there's some cold air in this map which has gone over the South Island. There's been a south-to-southwesterly airflow working it northwards through Canterbury, and that produced some unstable showers, some hail, and yes, there was some thunder, especially into North Canterbury late afternoon and in the evening. I believe Rangiora, you got doused with hail, and there were a few videos of a thunderstorm cloud illuminated by lightning into the evening there. Quite dramatic, very nice. Then on Friday, yesterday, we had this situation. So I didn't really prognose this last forecast, but there were a few storms yesterday nonetheless. Where were they? They were coastal Otago, mainly northern coastal Otago, up through to about sort of southern/mid Canterbury, along the coast there. There were a few thunderstorms that moved through. I believe Oamaru, you might have got some dramatic looking clouds, maybe some hail. If there was any thunder, Oamaru may have got it, or it could have been just offshore. There were some really cool dramatic clouds moving up the coast though. And then sort of like mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon, there was a thunderstorm cell that popped out of like South Canterbury, then moved over the Rangitata river mouth area. Looked quite intense. There would have been some hail there, no doubt. Okay, let's move to what would have been today, because this video is this evening, is it not? There's a bit of a westerly airflow over the country today. There is some wet weather in the west, mainly the west coast. That rain is a bit more widespread. The western North Island, this is oddly where the instability actually is. So upper North Island here in the west perhaps, there could be an isolated heavy shower. Well, there could have been. Remember, I'm doing this evening. There could have been an isolated heavy shower here in the west, upper North Island, maybe this afternoon. Could have been a rumble of thunder. West coast of the South Island, it's just more widespread rain there. Let's move to Sunday tomorrow. Okay, northwesterly airflow over New Zealand. Thank goodness the winds in inland Canterbury won't be as strong as they have been lately. We've got this front here moving on to the far south. More importantly, cold, unstable air in behind. So the front opens the door, the unstable air walks in. The front reaches the North Island on Monday. Showers here in the west, they could, maybe, produce a rumble of thunder or two. There may be some instability there. More importantly, what I am interested in are these showers here in the south and up this eastern side into Canterbury on Monday afternoon. Some nice cold, unstable air. The maps have got that look to it of potentially a thunderstorm or two moving through. Something to watch. Then we're going to skip forward to Wednesday because Tuesday is not very interesting. On Wednesday we've got this front here brushing up the eastern side of the South Island. At this stage, cold upper air support is sort of down here to the southeast, so it's not looking unstable, but still could be a day to watch. Then we've got this front here sort of like pushing down, I guess you could say, and then there's actually a cold front in there, warm front there, cold front in there. The cold front there, it actually sort of spreads out over New Zealand on Thursday and moves out to the east. This front sort of disappears, I think. Okay, that front goes way out there to the northeast. But anyway, there's that front there, that's the one I was talking about, sort of moves over New Zealand, breaks away and pushes out to the east there. In behind, there could be some instability thanks to some cold upper air. These showers here for the upper North Island, and then central Otago / inland Southland, maybe something there late afternoon and into the evening. It's not like a high risk, but we are getting into like warmer weather, especially at the surface. So when you get that warmer weather at the surface and you get colder upper air moving in, you know, things can get a little unstable. Let's move onwards to Saturday because Friday is not interesting either. Here is next Saturday. Okay, a big front is going to blast in over New Zealand, cold, unstable air in behind once again. I don't think there's going to be anything with this front if this map is to hold true, but yeah, definitely some cold, unstable air in behind. The west coast here in the south, maybe up into Canterbury later in the day. Something to watch. Okay, we'll catch you again next Saturday. Cheers.
Thunderstorm, large hail has been forecast. Storm moving northwards on the Canberra Plains towards Ashburton.